Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Conscious. This reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any aspects that are amplified due to the upcoming transit for the week. That's my cat, Mimsies. She's perfect. So if you see her, give her all of your attention. Just don't even listen to what I have to say, okay? Alright, so let's get started on this upcoming reading. I have cat fur on my face because I was snuggling her. Anyways, alright. So divine higher power positivity. What should Aquarius expect for this upcoming week of October? There's one card. Oh, there's a handful of cards. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's start. It says Queen of Pumpkins. This is Queen of Pentacles. That's very good. We have Three of Bats, which I believe is Swords. Seven of Pumpkins. Ace of Pumpkins. Damn, Aquarius. And Seven of Imps, which is Wands. Okay. So, it started off great, but this Three of Bats, it kind of feels like maybe you don't deserve this? Why do you feel like this? Why do you feel guilty accepting this abundance? Because you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Money and Finances, new opportunities and blessings, but you feel guilty about it. And you have the Seven of Pumpkins, which is the Seven of Pentacles, which says material success, progress, gain, a change of luck based on the quality of your work that you're putting into in your projects. Yeah, it just feels like I'm gonna have to clarify this. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. So universe is like literally supporting you, giving this divine abundance, and you're just negative about it. Let's see. Yeah, with the Seven of Imps, it says uncertainty, risking something new, odds surmounted, success through courage. Maybe you're scared. You're scared of this blessing because it requires you taking a risk. I feel so itchy. I can feel the cat fur on my face. Anyway, so let's clarify this. I mean, there's nothing really to clarify. I understand that you're scared. Maybe we should just get into the advice. What advice do you have for Aquarius? One flew out. Okay, so you have Two of Wands. And Six of Swords. Well, the Two of Wands is good. Let me read it to you. It says a bold leader resolving conflicts to facilitate a new enterprise, a new partnership success. And then with the Bats, it says Six of Bats. Better times lie ahead, a literal or figurative journey, taking strong action to overcome difficulties. Do you not trust yourself in this decision that you're making or that you made? I feel like you don't trust your own guidance and your own opinion. But you should, because it's turning out really well. I remember your reading from a few weeks ago. It was like, don't self-sabotage. And then the universe is like, whatever decision you make, it's meant to happen for you. So whether you accepted the abundance, that was meant to happen. If you sabotage, that was meant to happen because you weren't ready to accept it. There were things you needed to process still and resolve and grieve and learn from before you can accept your abundance, right? Which is fine. And now it still feels like you are feeling guilty about this situation. Like, if you sabotage, you're thinking, I still don't deserve my abundance because I completely blew this situation up. And I hate to break it to you, but what makes you think that you are in charge of judgment? What makes you think that that's your job? It's not your job. You don't know other people's side of the story. I mean, you know from your perspective. You don't know from their perspective. You don't know if they deserved that karma. You don't know anything, you know? So I think you should just trust the universe. And if you really are feeling shitty about it, you can do some type of meditation or journaling or some type of reflection. I like to do what helps me, what before I used to do is I would go on my laptop and I would record myself talking to myself, essentially, just like this, as I am now, except with no audience, just to myself. And I would just talk and talk and talk, and then I would watch it. And it's like crazy to hear yourself talk, because a lot of times you're recognizing, oh, I didn't even mean for it to come out that way, but I knew what I meant, you know? And it's just like learning to just see yourself as a person, you know, and not see yourself as having to be perfect all the time, you know? But I've learned now, because I don't have much storage on my devices to be doing all that all the time, is I look at myself in the mirror, like eye to eye, and I will have that same conversation, essentially, trying to just talk about, well, why did I do that? Why did I feel the need to sabotage this? I mean, I'm the villain in someone's story, and I get it because of the decisions I made. Why did I make those decisions? Because of this information, or I wasn't ready for it. I was scared, and it had nothing to do with this situation. It had to do with something else in my past, with a different person, or a completely different situation, my upbringing, and just talking myself through it and letting myself know, I forgive you for not being ready for it. It's okay, you know, because if you had accepted this and you weren't ready for it, it wasn't meant for you. Because if it was meant for you, you'd be ready for it, you know? And that's the thing, is a lot of times that we have a hard time accepting, is we think that, but I asked for it, I wanted it, I thought I was ready, and then when I got it, I wasn't. And that's okay. There's always going to be turmoil. There is, you know? You're always going to be the villain in somebody else's story, even in your own stories. But learning to talk to yourself, and like as a person, you know, who has their own experiences and grievances, and forgiving yourself, because that's one thing about me, is I don't believe in forgiving other people unless I want them in my life. But usually it's harder to forgive yourself than to forgive other people. Usually we let go of that situation, but it's forgiving ourselves for putting ourselves in that situation. Why did I trust what they said? Or, you know, why did I allow this to happen? Things like that. You know, I should have known better. I gave them options. I gave them choices, and they still did this to me. And it's like, you're not really mad at them. You're really mad at yourself because you knew better. But that's the thing, is you have to show some empathy. You're a human. You wanted to believe what was best for the situation. I mean, we're all delusional in our own ways, so that way we could be happy. You know, we want to believe certain things. And that's fine. You know, it's okay. Just show some empathy towards yourself, and recognize that this is what's best for you. And it may not seem like it. You may have lost your house, your family, your job, your car, everything. You may feel like you've lost everything, but you have no idea what the future holds for you. You have no idea that you may start your whole life again. And this time, it's a bigger house. It's, you know, a stronger family connection, whether this is with distant family or family members you weren't talking to, or with the family that you had before, or if this is friends that have become your family, right, your tribe, and you got a better job and everything, it's like you can't predict the future, but by being able to process the situation and accepting that you are going to have abundance. The universe is like, I don't give a fuck if you don't think you deserve it, bitch, because you finna have it anyways. And it may not be right now. Some people will have it today. Some people may have had it yesterday. You may have it tomorrow. Everybody's gonna have it on a different day because everybody's situation is unique to them. But just because you don't understand God or the universe, I'm sure that you understand that you are not meant to know. I'm sure you understand that. I'm sure you understand that, you are not supposed to pass judgment because there are so many other things to consider. But by showing empathy, you are able to let that judgment go and forgive yourself and accept this abundance. And so even let's just say you didn't self-sabotage and you accepted this abundance, you may not feel like you deserve it. And it's not up to you to decide if you feel like you deserve it. I'm not saying you're like, a greedy narcissist where you just feel like entitled all the time. I'm not saying that at all, because narcissists and greedy, entitled people don't feel ashamed and guilty and things like that. You do. They don't question whether or not they deserve it. They think they deserve it. They feel entitled to it no matter what. And I understand that you think that you don't deserve it, but it's not how it works. It's not like your intentions are going out of your way to hurt certain people. Your intentions are just purely within this turmoil within yourself, right? And other people are collateral damage, or certain situations are collateral damage to the turmoil you got going on here. And the universe is saying, look, what's done is done. What's done is done. You can dwell on the past. You can sit there in negativity. But the longer you do it, the longer you're putting your abundance to the side. So, now, on your own time, definitely get to know yourself. Forgive yourself. Show some compassion. And remember you're human, and some people who appear perfect and they make the right decisions all the time, they don't. You just see a side of them. You don't know what they're dealing with. So don't compare yourself to other people on how they handle things or handled a similar situation that you did. They're not you. You are not them. You experienced it differently. It could have been the exact same situation, but your whole lives and upbringings were completely differently. And so you perceived them differently. Therefore, you experienced them differently. So, because some people will say, damn, I'm really poor today. I'm really broke. I'm really waiting on that next paycheck. And they find like a quarter on the ground. And they say, yes, a quarter. Yes. And other people will be like, oh my gosh, God, what kind of humor is this? A quarter, I'm broke. It's like, is your cup half empty or half full? Okay? And people who see it full, their cup fills up more, faster. Because they're seeing it for what it is. Full. Half full. It's full. It's not empty. It's full. Okay? So I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hate to say lighten up, but do something to help you get back in that space of lighter energy. Yeah. So I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.